Good morning, students. Today we continue our lecture on study of compounds, that is ammonia. This lecture is being presented by me, Panit Ghatak, your chemistry teacher. So let's begin. Today's topic is physical properties of NH3, that is physical properties of ammonia. Okay, so let's begin. Ammonia, as you know, it is an important compound of nitrogen and hydrogen because this ammonia is being formed by N2 plus H2. Okay, when N2 and H2 being combined and it will form NH3. Okay, so ammonia is an important compound of nitrogen and hydrogen. It is produced by natural decomposition of animal and vegetable bodies. Okay, so whenever an animal or vegetable or uh, plant is being decomposed after its death, it will form NH3. Okay, so ammonia also occurs in the soil in the form of ammonium salts. Okay, in the soil, ammonia can be occurred as being ammonium salt. Okay, exists in the like of ammonium salts. And what is ammonium salt? That is NH4. It can be NH4 plus Cl minus. That is NH4Cl, NH4 whole base 2 SO4, NH4 ammonium sulfate, or this like of salts. Okay, so in the soil, ammonia can also exist in like the ammonium salt in the form of ammonium salt, that is NH4Cl, NH4 whole base 2 SO4, that is ammonium chloride and ammonium sulfate. Okay, so ammonia is basically a compound that has been formed due to the decomposition of animal and plant bodies in the natural way, and it is also exist in the soil in the form of ammonium salt, that is ammonium chloride and ammonium sulfate. Okay, and let's move to the today's topic, that is the physical properties of ammonia. Okay, so ammonia, what is the physical properties of ammonia? Let's discuss. Ammonia is a colorless gas. As you know, we cannot see ammonia. Okay, we cannot see ammonia in our uh, environment through our naked eyes. So, ammonia is a colorless gas. It has some permanent odor. It has some permanent odor and an alkyl or soapy taste. Okay, when inhaled suddenly, it brings tears in our eyes. Okay, although ammonia has a ammonia has a pungent odor with a alkaline and soapy taste. Okay, the odor is very rush. Okay, so when we inhale in suddenly, it brings out tears in our eyes. Okay, so if the school opens, when the school opens, I will take all of you in the lab. Okay, in the lab, I will show you the order of the ammonia. Okay, you will feel that, and when you feel that, you will get tears in your eyes as well. Okay, because it is has some such a smell that is so irritating. Okay, so ammonia has some pungent odor as well as the alkaline and soapy taste. Okay, so it is lighter than air. It is lighter than air. Ammonia is lighter than air, and is therefore collected by downward displacement of air. Okay, as it is lighter than air, so it is collected by the downward displacement of air. Okay, and it is highly soluble. The last point, it is highly soluble in water. Okay, so as NH3, like HCl, hydrochloric um, hydrogen chloride gas, like hydrogen chloride gas, NH3 is also very much soluble in water. That is why the NH3 can easily form an aqueous solution of NH3. Okay, and it's like HCl, NH3 is also very much soluble in water. That is why NH3 can form a aqueous solution of NH3, which is a base, acting as a base. Which is acting as a base. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, this point is it can be easily liquefied at the room temperature by applying pressure of about 8 to 10 atmosphere. Okay, so we can know that ammonia is very much susceptible to liquefaction. Okay, that means it can be easily liquefied at the room temperature. We do not need any higher temperature to liquefy the ammonia. We just need room temperature. Okay, but we have to apply some certain pressure. The pressure is not huge. It is we have to use the pressure of about 8 to 10 atmospheric pressure. Okay, and next the liquid ammonia boils about 239 Kelvin to 39.6 Kelvin, that is minus 33.5 degrees Celsius under 1 atmosphere. So you know that liquid ammonia has a boiling point of minus 33.5 degrees Celsius. It has latent heat of vaporization almost 1370, that is 1370 joule per gram. You don't need about the latent heat. You don't know about the latent heat, I guess. Latent heat is the heat that required to change the substance from one phase to another phase. That is from, suppose one that is in case of ammonia, it is the ammonia is in liquid form. To transfer the liquid ammonia to gaseous ammonia. Okay, to transfer the liquid ammonia to gaseous ammonia, we need to give some energy. Okay, this energy is called as latent heat. This energy is being called as latent heat of vaporization. Okay, and this vaporization is this much 1370 joule per gram and is therefore used to refrigerator plant of ice making machines. Okay, so liquid ammonia is very much used for refrigerator plants to making ice. Okay, so liquid ammonia is very much um, it is very much susceptible to boiling, and it has the boiling point of minus 33.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so to create the liquid ammonia, we have to maintain the liquid ammonia below minus 33.5. That means we have to use it at most minus 34 degrees Celsius. At that temperature, minus 34 degrees Celsius, the liquid ammonia stays at liquid ammonia. Okay, stays in the form of liquid. Other than that, in 33 degrees Celsius, it will start boiling. Okay, and becoming gas. Okay, liquid ammonia is being used in the refrigerator plants to making the ice. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next point, that is liquid ammonia fizzes at 195 Kelvin, that is minus 77.8 degrees Celsius, to give a white crystalline solid. Okay, so liquid ammonia fizzes, that is the fizzing point of liquid ammonia is minus 77.8 degrees Celsius. Okay, so liquid ammonia has a freezing point of minus 77.8 degrees Celsius and it has a boiling point of minus 33.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so liquid ammonia is also used in the refrigerator plants to make some ice. Okay, making ice, liquid ammonia is used, and liquid ammonia has a freezing point of minus 77.8 degrees Celsius. And this after freezing of liquid ammonia, it will form a white crystalline solid. Okay, it will form a white crystalline solid. Okay, so we know about the ammonia as in physical properties as well as some properties of liquid ammonia as well. Okay, so in this lecture we have shown the general properties of ammonia, what is ammonia, basically what is the ammonia, the introduction and the physical properties as well. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the chemical properties. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part very well. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can always ask me in the comment section below. Okay, so thank you very much.